Hello, everybody. This is Aaron Castillo. I am the Director for Life, Justice, and Peace at the Archdiocese of San Antonio. And I appreciate the opportunity to share with you the basic features of a new section within our website that we have developed around the topic of religious freedom. As we all know, religious freedom is one of our most important rights and liberties. It is enshrined in our Constitution, and it provides us with the right not only to worship freely, in private and in public, in our home or in our parish communities, or sometime in the streets. Think of a Corpus Christi procession, for example. But it also provides us with the right to teach, to share our faith with others, to conduct all the evangelizing efforts of the church, as well as to live out the faith in different aspects of our life. For example, our work, our professions, to follow our conscience in everything that we do. It also allows the church to conduct the different charitable works that it does, that it has done from the beginning of its history and will do until the end of times, and through which it takes care, just as Christ asks us to do, of people who are in need from the very beginning of life, at the moment of conception, until the very end, at the moment of natural death. It also allows the church and its members to develop the advocacy efforts that it has to undergo in order to defend the dignity of every single person. Again, from the unborn, from the instant of conception, all the way to the very end of life. And kind of in summary, it allows us to live our faith in public. And even though this right is already enshrined in our Constitution, and sometimes we might take it as a given, we must be aware that it is constantly being challenged and that it requires constant defense. And therefore, the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops takes twice a year the time to raise awareness around the importance of religious freedom. It does this during what it's called Religious Freedom Week, between June the 22nd and June the 29th. This is between the feasts of St. John Fisher and St. Thomas More, and the solemnity of Saints Peter and Paul. And on the other hand, it also does it during the solemnity of Christ the King, which is celebrated on the final Sunday of the liturgical calendar. In order to make it easier for all of us to share useful resources and to learn more and to advocate and act around this important freedom, the Archdiocese has, as I mentioned, developed a microsite where you will find three kinds of resources. On the one hand, you will find those resources that will allow you to pray, those who will allow you to learn, and those who will that will allow you to act around what it's usually called by the bishops, our most cherished and first freedom. For example, on the section dedicated to prayer, you will find these beautiful prayers that have been developed either by the USCCB or the church in general to pray for religious freedom, not only during Religious Freedom Week or around Christ the King, but throughout the year. And you will also find this beautiful novena that can be prayed in preparation for the Feast of Christ the King, but can also be prayed throughout the year. And prayer cards dedicated to St. Thomas More, who is the patron of religious freedom, as well as to Our Lady, to Mary Immaculate, patroness of our country, as well as to Our Lady of Guadalupe, patroness of the Americas. Under the Learn section, you will find useful resources that will help you to better understand what religious freedom is about, as well as to understand all the different aspects that it touches on. So you will have both a link to a collection of very useful texts and videos that can help you, again, learn more about religious liberty. There's also a link to a 2012 document issued by the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, the USCCB, titled Our First Most Cherished Liberty, which helps us understand the background of this liberty that applies here in the United States, as well as the way in which this liberty is lived, understood, and lived in this country. You will also find a link to a blog where the USCCB is constantly entering new articles, and they're very, very good. I strongly recommend them. That will allow you to learn more about either the Liberty itself or specific challenges that it's facing right now and the answer to those challenges. We offer lectionary notes connected with the celebration of the Solemnity of Christ the King, as well as a couple of links to prestigious reports that will help you to learn more about how this particular freedom is lived and challenged throughout the entire world. Finally, under the ACT section, you will find a link that will allow you to sign up to receive a newsletter titled the First Freedom News newsletter that is developed monthly by the USCCB. You just enter your email address, your first name, your last name, and you start receiving in your inbox this excellent newsletter that will keep you updated in everything connected with religious liberty in the United States and provide you with very easy-to-follow opportunities to act in defense of religious liberty. You can also sign up to receive action alerts. There is a link that will take you to the Action Alert Center of the USCCB, and there you can select the different topics that you want to be informed about whenever there is something that needs to be done immediately in defense of an important aspect of human dignity, including religious liberty. And you can receive those alerts either via email or through text in your phone. And to make it easier for everyone to act immediately in defense of this freedom, we also included the link to the search engines that will allow you to find the contact information of your representatives as well as your senators, so you can contact them whenever there is a need to advocate in favor or against a particular bill or policy connected with religious liberty. So I invite you to spend some time in this microsite. I'm sure that you will find very valuable information here. While you're at it, you can also check the different subsections that we have under Life, Justice, and Peace. And if you have any comments or suggestions regarding its content or other areas that we could develop in this website, you can contact us at any time. Thank you very much. God bless. Bye-bye.